Hello everyone and welcome to the second video in the series of Wrapped in Love Self-Care. Today we're going to talk about how anxiety is a part of life now. It's more common in everyday occurrences. So real quick to recap the last video, self-care is about you, getting you back on point, getting you to 100%, getting you to the point where you're comfortable and you know that you get to your greatness, your level of greatness. Okay, so the step after that is finding your sacred space. Where do you feel most comfortable? Where can you just have downtime? Drink your tea or your coffee, or just drink water, meditate, whatever it is that you need to do. And the third thing is 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Please make sure you take that 30 minutes to do whatever it is that you need to do to get yourself to 100%. Okay, like I said before, today we're going to talk about anxiety and how if you have a routine, anxiety can be decreased. I know this because I suffer from anxiety, but with my anxiety, you have some people that start sweating, they get anxious, where they get excited or overwhelmed with their emotions. They get terrified, they may freeze in fear, they may tremble, may bust out and start crying, whichever the case may be. If you suffer from any form of anxiety, know that if you have a routine, it will help bring you out of that, or at least decrease the number of times that you have an anxiety attack. Okay, so to help control my anxiety, I told you first thing in the morning is when I take my 30 minutes. My sacred space, again, is my bed, which I'm in right now. This is my comfort zone. I lay in the bed. All electronics are off. I usually sleep to some form of frequency, some kind of meditative music, sounds of nature, whatever works for you. I found that when I can't sleep, if I find the right frequency, which is usually about 438 hertz or something like that, I sleep like a baby. So when I get up in the morning, like I told you, my routine is give myself my 30 minutes. After that, I get up and go relieve myself. After that, I'm scrubbing my tongue. Now, a lot of people are like, scrubbing your tongue. Why would you? Well, I sleep with my mouth open. So, because of that, more bacteria builds up, more, the balance isn't there. Our saliva keeps our bacteria to a healthy state. Well, because I sleep with my mouth open, my saliva is not doing that job because my mouth is open. So I have a tongue scrubber. And I literally, from the very back of my tongue to the front of my tongue, I scrub my tongue. Depends. I scrub it until nothing is coming off of it but clear. If it's not clear, I keep scrubbing and washing, scrubbing and washing, scrubbing and washing. This also helps with your feeling in the morning. I learned this through it's a channel that I can't think of the name right now, but they tell you how to do holistic healing. So, tongue scraping is the very first thing they tell you to do when you get up in the morning, as well as drink 1 cup of water from a copper cup. The copper gives you the minerals and the things to help you with flush through your body and give you the energy that you need. So, I don't have the copper cup, but I do scrub my tongue. Then I drink a cup of water. I don't care if the water's hot. I don't care if it's cold. I don't care. I love water. I have a Yeti. In fact, hold on. My bear down. I put bear down on it because this is my Yeti. I drink 2 of these a day, 80 ounces in each. Drink setting from top to bottom is 80 ounces. So I get 160 ounces a day. Everybody, when it comes to health, they tell you 8 glasses of water. If you have um, dialysis, if you have to do dialysis, or if you have heart issues, please stick to the routine that the doctors give you. I am not a medical professional, so these are just things that work for me. Everything I'm telling you are things that'll work for me, and I pray that you share the things that work for you with our group. I want it to be where you can see it. I don't want to tell you anything that I haven't tried. So, what I always do is drink 2 of those. Before that, I used to drink half of my body weight in ounces. That way, I know I'm getting plenty of water. Okay, so get up in the morning, take my 30 minutes before I even let my feet hit the floor. I go relieve myself. I scrape my tongue. Notice, I know a lot of y'all like, you ain't brush your teeth. Yuck mouth. Well, I don't brush my teeth before I eat because the toothpaste and the taste of food, I want to experience food. And once you scrape your tongue is fresh. My breath doesn't even stink. Okay, so I'm brushing my teeth just to get the nasty off my teeth. But when I scrape my tongue, my breath is fresh. So I go and I enjoy my breakfast. I normally let take care of any little things that weren't taken care of the night before. The quick stuff that doesn't really involve me making a bunch of noise because everybody is probably still asleep, and we get our day going. So that's my morning routine. By the time lunch comes, I am working on my second Yeti. I usually do all my housework in between breakfast and lunch. Now, after lunch, well, right before my lunch routine starts, which is I go up to my workroom and I decide what I'm going to work on. That's usually done the day before also because that's part of my night routine, but we'll stick to it to keep you guys in order. Okay, so my lunch routine is I prepare something for lunch for me and my family. We eat. I make sure my teeth are clean because everybody who knows me knows I have a problem. I carry dental floss and dental picks everywhere. That is a thing for me. Don't judge me. I pick my teeth all day long. Anyway, so my lunch routine is kind of easy. It's just more of a switch. I switch from personal to work. So from there, I say around 5 o'clock, between 5 and 9. And the reason I got such a big gap for my night routine is because if I'm having a good day health wise, 9 or 10 o'clock, I'm up until. If I'm having a bad day, you got me until about 5 o'clock. And my body starts to slow down and shut down. So we'll go with the good day. 9 o'clock comes. I'm like, okay, starting to wind down. I make sure everything is put away that can be put away. I make sure all doors are locked. And then I come usually to my work desk and I call it my family/admin desk because all I do is paperwork on that desk. Is what do I need to do tomorrow? What do I need to run to the store for my business? Did I miss anything? Did I miss any appointments? Do I need to make appointments? These are the things. And I put them in order by priority. I try to have about 10 things on my list, but I'm only looking to do 5 of them. That way, oh, look, you guys, health's not pretty good. Still got a little scrape right there, but thank you for any prayers, any blessings, anything that you guys sent out in the second video. It is working. I do greatly appreciate you guys. So, back to my routine. Yeah, the way I help control my anxiety is I write down 10, but to myself I say the first 5 will get done. The other 5 are hit or miss. If they get done, they get done. If they don't, they don't. That is how I keep my anxiety in check. Now, know this, even with having a routine, even with having medication, even with having meditation time and workout time and everything balanced in your life, an anxiety attack can hit you whenever, wherever. It doesn't matter. So, in those moments where you followed your routine, everything should be going good, but you feel it coming. I want you to stop and I want you to take 3 good breaths. One thing I have learned is that a lot of us breathe very shallow. You'll notice people who swim, people who are in the athletics of some form, they, some of them may breathe shallow, but most of them take big, deep breaths. And what I mean by that is they'll breathe in for so many seconds. Some of them hold it and then they'll breathe out. Now, what this does is it helps build your lung capacity. If you can take a breath in for 5 seconds, hold it for 5 seconds, and then blow it out for 7 seconds, your lung capacity, you will see a difference. You will feel a difference within a few days. So, I'm going to demonstrate the breathing exercise for you. This also works if you are quick to get angry, which is another problem for me. So, I take my deep breath in. Okay, I took my deep breath in. I know a lot of y'all like, but when you take your deep breath in, your stomach should expand. It should be a bubble belly or beer belly or whatever you want to call it. So, you take the deep breath in, you now you see the computer moving. Because when my belly is up, it does this. And when my belly is flat, it does this. So that should be implemented into your self-care routine. The reason I'm saying it should be implemented in your 30 minutes or throughout the day is because, like I said, when you get a good breath in, it tends to calm you. It tends to give your body that boost of oxygen. Anybody who has tried an oxygen bar knows exactly what I'm talking about. You go to an oxygen bar, you put this mask on, you're sucking in fresh, clean oxygen. And your body is like, wow, I could go running right now. I can lift a building. I can do this. I can do that. And it's because you're taking in the good thing and blowing out the bad. So imagine if you're sucking up good energy and pushing out bad energy. You're giving and taking. So what I'll do too is if I notice I'm having a bad day, I have plants everywhere. I'll actually go to my plants because CO2 is what we breathe out and it actually helps our plants grow. They suck the CO2 in, they spit out oxygen. So it's a give and take relationship. I'll go over to my plants and just blow on them. I'll just, and then I get as close as possible and suck up all the good oxygen that they're spitting out. So, yes, anxiety is an issue that we are all dealing with, I'm sure, in one way or another, whether it be personally or someone that we know or love. So, a routine will help guide you through your self care. Now, I don't want you to panic. I don't want you to freak out. If you have one of those lifestyles where routine is just not going to work because your schedule constantly shifts, or if you flip from days to nights, or you're as needed, so you really don't know, your stuff is up in the air, get a basic routine. I eat at this time. That's a routine. I usually go to the restroom at this time. That's a routine. You don't have to have things, bullet points that you have to do. Gotta wash at this time. I gotta do this at this time. If you noticed, my routine starts in the morning, some more stuff happens at lunch, and then bedtime. There is no set schedule for me. These things just have to happen. And when I say have to happen, I would like for them to happen that way. If they do not, oh well. Because my self-care is more important to me. And look, you guys, I can namaste now. So I care more about my self-healing, my worth, what I deserve. I care more about that than anything else. So, but this is something I had to learn. I did not do this alone. My family, my medical professionals, and practice. Practice, practice, practice. Scientific fact, you have to do something 90 times in order for it to be a habit. So, in order to get your routine down, it takes approximately 3 months. Remember that. Even if you start today and you miss tomorrow, guess what? It's always going to be another day. Well, inshallah, is going to be another day, Lord willing. So, we're going to recap very quickly. The very first video series was self-care is about you. Take care of you. Make sure you are 100% on point. Second thing was find your sacred space. Find that space that just makes your shoulders drop and makes you relax and feel like, yes, I own this. I can run this. I can create whatever it is that I need to create. Third thing is take your 30 minutes. Don't care what's going on. Take your 30 minutes. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. This second video recap is anxiety needs a routine. So to be better with yourself, besides whatever routine you set at whatever time, give yourself a morning routine. Give yourself a midday routine. And give yourself a nighttime routine. Now, I know some of you are like, well, can I break up my private time? You sure can. But you make sure you give yourself your 30 minutes. Okay? I'm going to look over real quick, make sure I hit everything. Yes, I hit everything. So, please make sure that if you can only do 10 minutes at a time, I know before I told you that's kind of cheating, but hey, we got to get it in where we can, right? So take 10 minutes in the morning, take 10 minutes in the afternoon, take 10 minutes at night. If you can only take a minute, as long as you get your 30, get your 30 minutes of love, get your 30 minutes of peace, sacred time, however you want to look at it. Thank you guys for joining me once again. Stay wrapped in love. Know that I am rooting for you. I want you to be on point. I want you to succeed. I want you to be happy. And I definitely want you to be your best. Y'all stay blessed. Stay safe out there. Remember, COVID is still alive. Wear your mask. Clean your hands. I'll see y'all in about a week. Have a good one.